Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski in the second round of this first week, fighting Jedi NPM from the guild Anzac Galactic Crew. He has 661k lifetime, 3 Galactic Legends, and this week there's also a guy with 4 Galactic Legends in my bracket, so I might be fighting him. So he does not have SLK, which is, let's say, somewhat unusual, but you see this every now and then. Other than that, you know, he's got the upgrades for those Galactic Legends, and that's mostly it. So I'm just gonna get into the map, try to remember to do the feat with the 3 clone troopers. And there's also one where I have to taunt 20 times. I'm not really sure how far I get to that with my usual teams. So as you can see, he already attacked and he put up a decent score. I was actually quite surprised to see him one-shot Darth Revan because I have Sith Eternal Emperor in the back. So right over here, which means that he used some kind of soft counter either against Sith Eternal Emperor or against Darth Revan. I can't really tell from the banners how much he got. And then he also took out General Skywalker and some of the other teams, which are all different. So my idea now was to set an identical front wall, but completely different back wall. And the only team here that managed to get a hold was the CLS team. Mostly likely thanks to remodding, because I put a lot of tenacity on 3PO. So that Rage Edit Training will struggle there. So yeah, that one got a hold, but that's it. Other than that, he one-shot everything just fine, which is a bit surprising to me. I really thought Darth Revan was going to give him some trouble, because Malak is 356 and Darth Revan's 355, so the Vader counter doesn't work. So maybe he used General Skywalker and got super lucky or something. Those can happen, but it's very rare. So yeah. Not really sure what to think of that. I'm gonna fight the Rey team over here first, and a Rey like this with the veteran Chewie and Holdo pretty slow really makes me wish that I had armor geared a little bit more, because then I could do SLK with armor, and all I need is the 2 stacks to recover protection and I would be fine. But I can't do that because my armor is still just gear 8. So I'm just gonna have to go in with these 2. But that would be nice, because then I can save Watt for something else. Right now I just don't want to take the risk, because I'm not certain that Rey is going to Lifeblood twice. There's a chance that she would perhaps, instead of using Lifeblood the second time, basic out my gear 8 and then it's game over. So I don't really want that to happen. And thus I have to use my Watt. So I'll just do an AoE. Wow, it's been an incredibly long time for my feeling that I did this particular match. It feels incredibly weird. Let's try and put Rey into damage immunity if I can. Guess she does it herself, that works too. Let's get a stun over here. Yeah, the other 2, they just don't have any damage. It's pretty underwhelming. Now I could go into ultimate here to tank the first one. I really don't need to, so I'm not going to do it, because I've got health modding, so I'm fine. She can't really kill me. Just going to follow up with a whirlwind. Also doesn't matter at all. And another one. You can pretty much take all of it. But hey, how about you do another one, Rey? So yeah, pretty uneventful. Let's see if I can wipe the 3 of them out. Probably not. Close. I could also do the stab just in case there's a dodge, but honestly, as you can see, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's a 51. Now I'll fight CLS next. I'm going to use my Rage Edit Training on that one, which is a match I honestly don't remember. The previous season has been too long ago, but I don't remember having done it. So actually my Rage Edit Training goes before R2 here, which... Okay, I did not get the daze. That's problematic. That's very problematic. Hopefully a stun. Okay, at least I got that. I'm gonna try and get a stun here on CLS. Hopefully make up a bit. Okay, very nice. Let's stun this guy again. Now, I think I want to control CLS. And hopefully kill here. Or stun again. Reapply the stealth. And hopefully get him out before he gets any more moves off. He's getting close here. This might be a problem. So ideally I would burn here for the turn meter, but I'm gonna go with a stun. Okay, good. Yikes. Yeah, this might get ugly on banners. Gonna have to go for a kill here. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but got it done. Well, it's not over, but you know it is. Okay. So that's what happens when you don't get the days at the start. I maybe misplayed somewhere in the middle over there. I don't quite know for sure. The Newt team then, I was thinking of using First Order there because it's the most, let's say, expendable team for me. Because I am expecting him to set the same defense that he usually does, which is quite heavy. He's going to have Darth Revan in the back, Padme, Finn Heroes, perhaps. There's going to be a bunch of things. So I'll have to play it a bit careful, and First Order is really the team that I don't need here. Don't know for sure if it's gonna work, don't know if I've done it before. Don't know a whole lot really. So I think I'll try to start by stunning Nest. Or I could speed up my turn meter. I guess I'll do that. Doesn't really matter because I'm already going first, kind of. I'd like to avoid getting dazed for now. Get Nest out early, if I'm able to. Okay, yeah, from this point it's not going to do too much. Let's stun him before he rockets. Get Nest out. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I thought it would be, but you never know for sure until you do it. That should have been a basic for the taunt, even though Django goes around it. Yeah, I could have maybe, for example, lost my Executioner there, which would be pretty stupid. Let's do this. I should have actually paid up the Extortion. That was not smart. But I'll be okay. Would just rather not lose the dude on the left. But Newt by himself can't kill him, so that's okay. Let's see. Can I cleanse that? Yeah, no. Okay. Just wanted to see if Executioner could maybe heal, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So 52s all around. Well, 51 actually. That's Padme over there. Okay, no Darth Revan. That would explain why he did decently well on my defense, because he took more for offense than he often does. Did set Padme in this case. Actually, he also does that normally seen. So the new one is the Maul team, which was a swap against, I guess, for the Darth Revan, but his Darth Revan was definitely slower than mine. So if he actually used that, that's, I mean, it's possible, I guess, because my Bastila Fallen is a fair bit slower. So maybe that's what he did, and then it could have been pretty ugly banners. I'm gonna guess that's the most likely. Okay, so before proceeding, I'm just kind of wondering if you're watching at this point. I would love to hear from you. What do you think is something I could do better in these videos? Always happy to hear feedback and input. Maybe do less stupid stuff. Maybe try some more risky things or explain a little more about certain decisions. Always happy to hear your feedback. And with that said, I'm gonna get into the next fight. And I was thinking to use a pretty interesting one on the Mon Mothma team here that I've been wanting to use. So normally seen, my Bastila and my Ki-Adi-Mundi are faster than this Mon Mothma team. So in theory, this should work and be an incredibly brief fight. Okay, that was not a crit, I suppose. So the theory sucks. He's down at least, but gonna get revived. Yeah, this could backfire pretty hard. So I've got the counters, so I think I should be okay. I did keep that into account when going into this. Let's take him out. Yeah, that's a pretty easy 55. So as you can see there, even if you don't manage to kill Biggs, it's fine. So quite pleased with that. So I have JML that I don't need to use on the Darth Revan team now, which means I can shift some of the teams around. And I was thinking of perhaps using JML on the Dooku team, because that's probably the most annoying, especially with the dodges and everything. All of the teams over here I have other counters against, for example the Finn team. I can just use Night Sisters on, as I often do. I should probably restart my game soon. Fingers crossed that I'm not jinxing myself, but should restart it soon because I don't want any crashes. Don't know if you guys heard from CG that they acknowledged that there have been game crashes. Like, amazing guys. We totally didn't notice. And they're going to be slow fixing them over the next months, like sort of like 1 or 2 at a time, or whatever it is that they have planned. I have no idea what these guys are doing, but I can't believe this is happening to the game. So let me just restart real quick. And it's going to be a pretty slow round. Don't want to overthink this too much. We do an AoE. Honestly, don't really have the time to overthink it a lot because it's a pretty slow round. Wow, that was amazing, GK. It's worth calling the assists just to max the turn meter, even if you don't make progress. Always want to do the AoEs, but because they do pretty good damage. Same thing now, but now I can call it on GK. Get my turn meter up again. Just gonna basic. I could have done a special, but the crit chance is, yeah, a bit lousy. So I could AoE here, but that's gonna get me... Actually, no, it's not gonna get me killed because I have the strategic advantage. So let's use that to my advantage. Gonna basic here. Oh, the damage is so atrocious. Without all the buffs from Bastila. Okay, this should probably kill. It's gonna get me countered too, but that's fine. Our next target's gonna be Padme. Let's just hit this guy. Again, max the turn meter. And also use every opportunity with the assist calls to keep my protection full. It's gonna help me a bit later on. With the recovery process, like right now Jolie is pretty low. And it's unlikely that I'll have a 54, but it's worth trying. Okay, let's go for GK here. Same thing once again. Just keep calling the assists. I think it was a decently high relic Padme as well, so those are quite cumbersome to get through. And it's really tempting to do the big hit here, but unfortunately that big hit, like, it's not as big as you would like it to be. And you can't reduce the turn meter, so I generally advise against doing that. Because you just kind of, yeah, I wouldn't say reset your progress, but you do lose a lot of turn meter, and the turn meter is just way more important to finally get through and get that kill. So I would focus on that. Jolie is almost full. Grandmaster Yoda might not make it. So let's first call Jolie. Swap over to Jolie. Call Grandmaster Yoda. And now I kind of want to avoid doing too much damage to GK. So I'm gonna just do a basic. This might actually fill me up. Or now the next assist call could. Very nice. Happy with that. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit patient. So we start with the Force Crush. to then immediately max turn meter, take out Geospy. Now it's nice because there's Soldier, which means that there's not two characters that are countering me. So that I can now do the Force Crush on Brute. Then take Brute out. Get GBA under control. And basically put myself into a position where I don't have to bleed any banners. I could have, yeah, honestly it doesn't matter here, I can do what I want really. Over here I'm gonna go in with these 3. Which typically do just fine. Ahsoka is nicer, but I don't have her available. Kind of thinking here what I want to do. I definitely have to get B1 down first, because his healing is just a bit ridiculous. So let's just do a basic for now. Do an AoE. Flip those around. That's a nasty counter from Padme. Pretty sweet though. Okay, where I can use that heal just to get some stacks. That was a waste. It's okay though. Alright, just got a call. Sometimes I forget to put this thing on silent mode. Called Jedi Knight Anakin, that could be worth it, but I'm just gonna go with the basic for now. Get B1 low. Might be a misplay or two in there. I think with this done, let's go for B2. Because B1's gonna go down by himself for the rest. And the timing in that regard doesn't really matter. I'd rather not do it now anyway. I'd rather have Padme heal first. And then take B1 down now actually, because Grievous is gonna take a turn, which is perfect. Okay, and flip around the debuffs. Ooh, that was a pretty nasty hit. So this is an example where I wouldn't want to hit B2, because I'm kind of dangerously low. And again, just a basic. See if I can stall this out. Now I have Foresight, I'm gonna get protection up from this. And then we're good. Maybe not finish it just yet. So let's just do a basic. Get a heal in and now finish it up for some more banners. How did I do this last time? I think just go for old Daka. Get the stun, get the kill. Talzin's gonna gain some turn meter, perhaps. Let's put up some Foresight against Spirit. Okay, that was plague damage, I guess, yeah. And then I get 2 turns and it's over. So this is where I get to make up some banners from the front, which wasn't amazing. It's got the Dooku team left and the Maul team, so I guess the Maul team, that's where I'll use Rex clones. So he doesn't have the Zeta on Maul, which puts him into a somewhat annoying position. Though I'm obviously like, I'm not gonna get any banners here. Let's put up a taunt and call Arc in this case. I don't really need to push back the turn meter, because like either him or Maul is gonna be doing an AoE. So this should be a 51. I think it's unlikely they'll be able to kill anyone, but maybe they'll surprise me. Oh, so close, are you kidding me? Now I have to waste this, that's so dumb. Oh well. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna set a Maul team, why not just get the Zeta, man? It's like, yeah, it adds some GP, but it's silly not to do it, I think. Okay, amazing. The evasion kicked in at the perfect time for him. All the out-of-turn attacks are obviously feeding a lot of turn meter to Marauder. Another dodge. Yeah, Rex isn't going to be full health. That's pretty lame. But it's whatever. Let's see if Droidica decides to evade. Only one character counters. Interesting. Alright, that's pretty convenient. Let's get Asajj out of here, who unfortunately decided to stick around a little longer. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be over. Let's just ensure that they're both 120% full. I mean, this is what I would have gotten if it was a solo and lost some protection, so I'm good with that. Fleets. Okay, let's put some offense down and just let her do her thing. So now I can put buff immunity, and then the group attack comes in. And I immediately take Houndstooth, well, almost immediately out of here. Dispel some of that. Obviously gets cleansed. Not a big deal, but not ideal. Could have maybe just focused on Houndstooth there, that's one to remember. Okay, just boost and kill. Could have done like the bow hit there to get both of them, but figured I'd save it for the second time I get to do an AoE. Don't actually know the cooldown on this special. What is it? 4. Okay. That's what I had in mind. Just gonna basic. Sergeant. This guy, like, he just pops up everywhere. It's such a bad reinforcement. Alright, let's get him down. Anything on him is going to get cleansed. I think I'll go for this one. Anything on any of them is going to get cleansed, actually. So here I'll get the double kill, I think. No crit. Disappointing. Let's clear that foresight. And I really just prefer the AoE days over the bombs. Pretty much every time. 62, not the greatest. I think he got the same on mine. Could have gone without the extra reinforcement there, but since I haven't done this one in a while, figured I'd be safe. So one thing I could do here with the rebels, because I tend to like it a lot more, is to use my finalizer. I've been doing it so much. The only thing is I don't have Xanadu Blood as a reinforcement, and him calling my silencer to assist is always very handy. So what I could do as an alternative is bring Cassian, but it's not quite the same effect because Cassian will go down very quickly, whereas Xanadu Blood does not. Let's stun Biggs here because he's got a buff. Hopefully this guy does not use his disruption thing on my hyena. That would be quite annoying. Again, actually it doesn't matter because I would be able to use a special here, but he went after my malevolence. So I'm gonna go with the AoE here because there are no debuffs. And obviously it gets cleansed. Yeah, they go for him. Ugh, disgusting. Okay, how about I try some positivity? It's all gonna be fine. Even though it doesn't look that way. Really appreciate taking a turn just around now. So instead of calling in the reinforcement, I'm gonna go with the cleanse here because it just gives me way more survivability. And I might as well. I can't target the dude even though I can bypass taunt and stuff. So I guess the swirly thing overrides. Didn't remember that. Okay, it's you and me, sir. Really, I had to dodge that. Man, I am very disappointed. So next time the finalizer is gonna get the shot because this is just lame. I really, as you can probably tell, don't enjoy using the malevolence, never have. Oh, fantastic. Can we try that one more time? 2 more times. So 62, okay. Acceptable for a final score of 26-62. It's not really a close one. I dropped some more banners than I would have liked. But, I mean, the match was pretty comfortable for me. I really thought he was going to have a lot heavier defense. So actually a bit disappointing there. But, yeah, thanks to my opponent for this round. Looking forward to the next ones, and we'll see what I'll be fighting.